I was planning on doing this reaction to the new one from Nanowar Steel the second I knew they had a new song out. However, at the time when it came out, one of my really close friends, Tori from Tori Reacts, you remember Tori? At the time this came out, Tori was in the middle of a tropical storm where she lives, and I thought if I did a reaction then, she would look at me and then she would say,
Fuck.
but I'm a better person than that. So I waited until today. Today is Wednesday, September the 18th. It's What the Hell Wednesday, which means it's even more perfect because it's What the Hell Wednesday, and nothing says what the hell more than these guys from Italy, who I absolutely love. This is my reaction to Stormwarrior of the Storm. Wow. That's some amazing song title writing, guys. Why didn't you just put Stormwarrior of the Sharknado? Or it's something like, no? Okay, it's been taken, it's been done. Okay, cool. In the YouTube reaction system, certain videos must be reacted to by highly trained specialists. Unfortunately, we only have this idiot. All right, from now until when their contract runs out, I guarantee you, all of the things that you see from Nanowar Steel at the end of the day are the responsibility and the fault of Napalm Records. I was told to say that. Okay, whoa. Okay, stop. Have you noticed how they only show the map of the United States with hurricanes and storms and everything? I think it's biased. Where's Italy? Where's the storms in Italy? Y'all have a storm season, don't you? It's very interesting that they came out with this right now. Let me explain this to you why. Okay? I have a friend of mine who's a meteorologist from here, okay? And he used to work for NASA, and he works for for NOAA and a few other agencies, and they have these prediction models, right? There's the European model, and then there's another global model that they use to predict weather. They've been wrong a lot the last year and a half. So I asked him, I said, man, you guys used to be like dead on with the models. Like when the hurricane was coming in, they knew exactly where it was going. When there was like all these different forecasts, they were like dead on every time. And he said, well, it's because there's models of previous historical weather patterns over 50, 60 years that we have saved. So we feed the current conditions as to what's going on, the moon phase, the season, the date, and the current readings, and then based upon the patterns that existed in the past, they can run a model through computers to predict what will happen based upon previous stuff. Here's the problem. You guys remember when they had those really big volcanic eruptions in Iceland that shut down all the airports back in the day? Remember this, like 10 years ago? 8 years ago? Yeah. Do you remember how there were in the last 4 years, there were 2 major volcanic eruptions in the Pacific? Like massive ones? Yeah. Where do you think all that ash went? It's still up there. Yeah, I know. Also, for some reason, instead of having a full El Nino and a full La Nina, they're in a transition right now. And the Saharan dust is blowing across the Atlantic at a higher rate than they predicted. So what does that do? They've never had these conditions before on a global weather scale. Not global warming, not human impact, but just the fact that they've had 4 major volcanic eruptions just in the last 5 years, and the big ones in Iceland that shut down all the airports. That ash increase, that increased. Okay, if you think about it, okay, you know how we talk about nuclear winter? Like if all these nuclear bombs went off, it would create all this debris and dust in the air, and it would change global temperatures, blah, 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 blah. Do you even know how many megatons of force are generated through one of those specific, like the Togo volcano a couple years ago? Yeah, it was like 800 Hiroshima bombs. It was like 1,000 nuclear weapons. And they're like, yeah, when that happens and we have a few of them around the same time, we've never had that before. So the models, our historical data, doesn't reflect that. The conditions are different. So the models are not very accurate anymore. Yeah, but explain Jim Cantore. That's easy. You know where Jim Cantore was before the last hurricane here in Louisiana? Here, down the street, literally down the street. And you know what he was waiting for? He was waiting to find out where it was going to go so he could go there and look like he knew all the whole time. Where I live is kind of the hub where you can go to any point along the Gulf Coast from, literally. So he was just kind of waiting. No, if Yellowstone erupts, forget it. There is no weather model. There are no weathermen. There is no weather. It's just global cloud cover, no chance of rain, unless you want to call, 5 to 10 centimeters of ash rain. So anyway, I digress. It's funny that they're making this because all these guys in Nanowar Steel are technically scientists. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Like literally, we've had volcanic and geothermal events in the last 6 years that have thrown the weather models right out the window. They're starting over. And so their predictions have been really weird. So if lately you've noticed that the weatherman or the weatherwoman in your hometown seems to be kind of like wrong a lot lately, yeah. They don't know what's going on. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I will say, you know, my wife and I went to Italy and Greece for our honeymoon this last summer, and the weather was just magnificent. It really was. It rained a lot before we got there, and when we got there, we didn't have rain the whole time. It was wonderful. It's truly wonderful weather. Yeah, these guys had nothing to do with that. Okay, everybody, there you go. Nanowar Steel, the actual only scientists, other than the lead singer of Gore, period, who are actual scientists. So these guys really know what they're talking about. Granted, they look ridiculous when they do talk about it, but they're there. Yeah, so we've been noticing the last few years with all the volcanic activity that it's really the only thing that drives weather to change drastically, where it alters global patterns to where it's hard for them to predict weather. Now, if we have another volcano, it could shift again. Man-made global warming and CO2 and methane emissions and all that stuff will gradually change the climate and cause periodic tippings of different balances. But when you want something that's going to drastically change, there's really only two things that will cause that immediately. Well, three things: solar flares, that can do it, volcanic activity, and thermonuclear war. So, and yes, thank you. One of my chat members right here live on Twitch. Also, there's 4. Meteor strike. That would change weather patterns, pretty sure. For sure. Yeah, definitely. All right, there you go. All right, everybody. My name is OldSkuleNerd. I am not a scientist. Have no idea what the hell I'm saying, which is why I refer to the experts in tutus. And with that, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.